Got a replay today from Boodelicious and Sloppy Slappy Nobody 754. Love that name. I do love that name. And he sent it in saying Rainbow Warriors of Chaos. And I think I see it. Azazel of Slaanesh, the Severed Claw of Tzeentch, Chosen of Nurgle, and a Khorne Chariot. Oh my god, that tea is disgusting. That is some disgusting tea, everybody. Okay, we did not like that. We didn't like that at all. Oh, that was gross. Okay. For the rest of the Rainbow Chaos Army, we do have a bunch of Chaos Warriors, some with halberds, some without, a front line of Marauders, a Chosen of Nurgle, a Severed Claw, Dragon Ogres, Chaos Chariots of Khorne, and Azazel up in the sky. On the other side, for the Beastmen, we have a Braciaman of Wild with a Cygor summon, a Beastcaster with a Manticore summon, and Flock of Doom, and this guy also has Brace Scream. That's a lot of summons. We have 5, 6 Ungor Spearman herds, 7. A Bestigor herd, 2 archers, a whole bunch of Minotaurs running around with a Doom Bull. And that's about it. Interesting. The Minotaurs will have to get over here a lot faster than they're currently doing. Dragon Ogres chasing after the Chariot Caster. Now they're trying to wheedle their way through to the back line and shut the archers down. Marauders and Chaos Warriors should kill all this Beastman infantry, even the Bestigors, without much issue. Big problems for Chaos to deal with are these 2 archers and all 3 of those Minotaur units. I need to wean myself off saying Minotaur, because I think one of my friends got me to start saying that, and I don't think it's correct. But I'm not sure. Chariot Caster tries to plow through Chaos Warriors. It is just far too many heavily armored bodies for his mass, so he will not get very far. More Chaos Warriors pushing through to the back line. The Chaos Chariots of Khorne are here. They're sidling forward. There we go. Now they've reformed lines. They're actually moving a little bit. The running Ungor Raiders try and get away. They lose about a fifth of their HP in the process, and the Chaos Chariots of Khorne are going to move on, but they do have Minotaurs coming straight for him. Azazel is trying to snipe out the Braciaman of Beasts, and the Manticore summon fades away without having accomplished much. Dragon Ogres fighting against the Minos with a lot of Halberd and Chaos Warrior support. That will overall be quite a good fight for the Forces of Chaos. And the Chaos Chariots of Khorne are just going to walk away from these Minotaurs. They're not going to stick around for too long. They'll keep the archers from firing, otherwise just move on. Bestigor herds and Ungor Spearman herds fighting against Marauders. Chaos Warriors fighting elsewhere. Azazel's still running about looking for little cute snipe attempts or something. Beastcaster chucks out another Flock of Doom. Azazel's not far behind. I wonder if he chucks out a Phantasmagoria to net these 2 casters right next to him and then he can kill them off. Severed Claw find their way to some Minotaurs, and the Chariot's still trying to get away. Just be annoying elsewhere. The Minobus is getting away from the Severed Claw, which is good for them. Azazel did end up fighting a Braciaman of Beasts, and with his Discouraged effect on his sword whenever he pops it, gets that guy to get one of his precious, precious routes in. Especially with Azazel, you can shatter stuff pretty easily if you just cycle route them 3 times with all of his debuffs, rather than forcing yourself to kill them entirely. Another Lash of Slaanesh to poke down the Ungor Raiders as the Chariots come back in. These Chariots, well, they don't do a lot of damage. They have been really good about just keeping these archers from firing all game, which is quite nice. Severed Claw still poking down the big angry cows, who are now forced to path away again. And this Doombull's been doing all right. Dragon Ogres, how are you guys doing? Okay, but not amazing. The Chaos front line is having a tough go of it. They're even or slightly behind on the balance of power as Azazel chased down the double casters. Minos fighting back against the Dragon Ogres. I thought the Dragon Ogres were much taller than they are. Wow, okay. Well, that all of a sudden doesn't seem so good for them as they just get beaten down. Thankfully for them, they are merely a distraction as these super elite halberds of Tzeentch are creeping in, whittling down the forces of the Beastmen. So Shaggoth's just kind of finished this box, and now the Minos, they do have one way of escaping, but they don't seem to be taking it at this moment. Cygor Summon is out, and even with the Cygor Summon, the balance of power is still slightly creeping into the Warriors of Chaos' favor, which makes me think that things are going pretty well for them. Bray Shaman of Beasts, I bet he's going to shatter if he gets routed one more time, because he looks like a man who's been routed twice. Oh, gets a little bit of leadership back, but that's a Phantasmagoria on this whole blob. Oh boy, that's going to be real bad for the Beastmen. Yep, he's shattered. Spearmen are all trying to leave. And if Azazel has his weapon pop, he could discourage the Butcher's Conqueror, get rid of them, but no, the Phantasmagoria wears off. A lot of Beastmen are routing. Maybe these archers could come back. Chaos Warriors are too slow to effectively chase them down, but it is now the Doom Bull with all of his buffs popped, to be fair, 81 melee attack and 700 weapon strength fighting. If he hits Azazel a couple times, that could do really good damage, but he's surrounded by enemy support. It's going to be very hard for him to get the hits he needs onto Azazel. That Cygor Summon will go away soon. Dragon Ogres chasing off some of the Minos that they routed. Good rear charge onto Marauders. Routes one, that takes the other. And it's 2 units routing in the favor of the Beastmen. And oh, the Doom Bull plus the Butcher's Calvin Guard really did put Azazel on notice. Took him down to 2,000 HP. Still trying to chase him, but the Butcher's route at that moment, and Azazel gets back to the sky where he will be safe. I don't know if the Beastmen really have the gusto left in them to do this. Butcher's Account Guard will rally. They'll regen up. They'll be fine. Azazel finds another snipe onto the Bray Shaman of Beasts. Getting the terror out of him. Turns it into a natural route. So there's no more magic for the Beastmen unless they can rally this guy. Ooh, the Minotaurs are trying to charge back in. They could get some good attacks onto Azazel, who's a very squishy boy, and he is demonic. So he doesn't get to route like normal people. If he falls negative, he's just going to kill himself off. Down to 1,000 HP, gets the Dazed debuff, and now he's surrounded by Bestigors, who I didn't even notice were still on the battlefield, much less doing this well. Azazel's getting real low on HP, 750. The Minotaurs, the Doom Bulls, still try to chase him down, but they're not quite able to. His leadership does seem to be rallying for the moment. The Bray Shaman of Wilds is back. Can he use any spells on the way out? Bestigor is fighting back against the Chaos Chariots of Khorne and the Severed Claw. Severed Claw is going to be a big problem. Big problem. Ooh, and that's still a nearly full health Chosen of Nurgle. Ah, She-Ball. Almost got Azazel, but not quite. Without him, I don't know what to do. Beastmen are rallying some archers. Chaos Warriors getting chased off by Ungor Spearman herds is going well for them. Chariots plowing through other things just fine. Looks like the Doom Bull chooses to die with his men, using the Dazed debuff to bring the Severed Claw down to a more normal amount of melee attack that maybe the Bestigor herd can get through. Doom Bull even pops some of his stuff, Barbed Knuckle Boxing and Deadly Onslaught yet again, but his units all rout. Balance power is very far against him, and now he is alone, and he is chopped to pieces, ending this game. Alright. Sorry. I had a little sip of tea, which I'm allowed from time to time. Severed Claw did amazingly. Halberds also did very, very well. Dragon Ogres, struggled. Azazel proved himself pretty darn good. Chaos Warriors and Marauders, mixed value overall. And the Chaos Chariots of Khorne actually managed to pay for themselves, I think. Are they 800 or are they more? If they're more, then rip, but maybe pay for themselves. Doom Bull did great. Minos, mixed. Casters did actually pretty well, considering. Bestigors did fine, Archers did not, and then the Ungor Spearman spam didn't work out. GG. Roar! Subscribe, yes, yes.